Yeah.
I feel, and I imagine a lot of other people feel the same way, that there's a lot of sort of trapped creativity in your mind. You can, for example, close your eyes and conjure up like an incredible, like Dali-esque scene. But if I wanted to actually show someone that, it would take years of honing a craft to be able to paint that. And so, potentially with enough electrodes in the right places, you could begin to sort of tap into those raw concepts or thought vectors and be able to decode that and show people. It could be for art, you imagine music, or even for like engineering, like a three-dimensional model. And like,
so mental artistry is a new field.
One of the things I think has great potential for the Neuralink is to provide a visual prosthesis for people who have retinal injury or blindness through eye injury. You can essentially plug a camera directly into the visual cortex and stimulate with an enormous array of thousands or maybe tens of thousands of electrodes to recreate a visual image. And in time, perhaps you can use that same technology in people who haven't lost vision to produce some kind of heads-up display, something like Terminator or something like that.
Wonderful.
In fact, it's worth saying that, like, over time, we could actually give somebody supervision. Like, you could have like ultraviolet or infrared, or see in radar. Basically, name your frequency. You can just dynamically adjust the sensor, or have sensors that feed into the visual cortex across a wide range of frequencies, and actually have superhuman vision.
What's the next step?
I think we have an incredible opportunity to limit human suffering to a tiny fraction of what it is today, in all kinds of different avenues. Pain being the essence of suffering, we might be able to control that finally, and so many other diseases, so much other suffering in the world. I think the Neuralink device could help a lot with.
Yeah, for me, it's about memories, and everyone loses those memories over time.
I already can't remember what happened to me when I was younger, and it'll only get worse. And so having a repository of memories that you can access whenever you want. If you're feeling down, you can go access some good memories. If you miss something or you miss somebody, you can go and access those memories. And I think that would just be such a life-changing experience to be able to just tap into that.
Yeah, so for me, telepathy. So I think it's incredible amount of effort to put your thoughts into a set of words, and it comes out completely compressed. So being able to do that seamlessly without being able to compress it with all of the mechanisms would be great.
I think on a species level basis, I think it's going to be important for us to figure out how we coexist with advanced artificial intelligence, and I think achieving some kind of AI symbiosis where you have an AI extension of yourself, like a tertiary layer above the limbic system and cortex, and having that symbiosis be good, such that the future of the world is controlled by the combined will of the people of Earth. I think that's obviously going to be the future that we want, presumably, if it's the sum of our collective will. And so I think it's going to be important from an existential threat standpoint to achieve a good AI symbiosis, and that's what I think might be the most important thing that a device like this achieves.
But will this technology ever be used for gaming?
Yeah, probably.
100%.
100%, yeah.
I think
So what the beeps you're hearing are real-time signals from the Neuralink in Gertrude's head. So this Neuralink connects to neurons that are in her snout. So whenever she snuffles around and touches something with her snout, that sends out neural spikes, which are detected here. And so on the screen, you can see each of the spikes from the 1,024 electrodes. And then if she snuffles around, touches her snout in the ground, or you kind of feed her some food, pigs love food, then you can see the neurons will fire much more than when you're not touching the snout. And that's what's making the beeping sound. All right, cool. So in terms of additional brain reading activity, when we have, say, one of our pigs on a treadmill, pig on a treadmill. It's a funny concept, really. And we take the readings from the neurons, and we try to predict the position of the joints. And so we have the predicted position of the joints, and then we measure the actual position of the joints. You can see that they're almost exactly aligned. So we're able, with a wireless neural implant, to actually predict the position of all of the limbs in the pig's body with very high accuracy.